So I've talked about the stick slip friction, or what other people sometimes call the leathery sensation that switches sometimes have. Particularly the switches I have here are Novelkeys Cream switches, and I've talked about how PTFE powder for me has seemed to do a better job of combating this type of stick slip friction. So I thought it would be good to show a demonstration of how it sounds when this is happening, to kind of demonstrate the difference between how smooth the switch is with grease versus PTFE powder. So the switch on the right has been lubed with Tribosys 3204, and the switch on the left has been lubed with the PTFE powder. Now I'm going to push each of them from the edge, and I'm going to push perpendicular to the axis of motion of the stem. So I'm not just gonna push this switch straight down, the keycap straight down. I'm gonna push upwards at the same time, or from your perspective downwards. So I'm gonna push sideways and down, which is kind of like forcing the worst case scenario. It's forcing the stem to rub against the housing harder. And listen to the difference. So this one's the 3204 lubed. Powder lubed. Again, the 3204. Powder. 3204. Powder. So hopefully this gives you an idea of why I say it's smoother. Now, just food for thought. Do they feel any smoother if you press them in the ideal scenario where you're pressing them straight down? So let's hear how they sound in that scenario. Here's a 3204. Powder. $32.04. Powder. Now what about if you bottom out? Do they sound different? Let's compare. There you go.